Hi, I'm back. So this time so it's just the follow-up of the first episode I've made on the designers I like and the big houses of jewelry. And so if you want to check that out, I will put the link in the description box, and I will also put the links of all the designer I'm talking about if you want to check out their website and go more thoroughly into what they do and their creations. So I've put this in alphabetical order like the first video because it's easier that way for me. So here we're gonna start with Chris Eyre. By the way, name butchering. I'm sorry. I apologize if I misspell or say things wrong, but I will just try to do my best. So the first one I picked is Chris Eyre Beverly Hills. So Chris Eyre, I like what he does. I must admit I like the watches more than the jewelry, even though I like both. And I think that's also the statement watches that he created, that he crafted, that made him really get some popularity and to be a bigger recognition in the world of jewelry making and watches and accessories. So Chris Eyre was born in Nigeria and he's currently based in Los Angeles. He started off his business in '96. And what I like about Chris Eyre is also a bit like Christian Audigier, for those that remember him. He has, I feel, this kind of this way of being able to manage his business and promoting his work successfully. And he's a great entrepreneur. I would say that's why I look up to him, not only for the creativity of the designs he has, but also this entrepreneur aspect to him that makes him really stand out from the other designers out there. And he became the first jeweler to stage a runway show during the New York Fashion Week. I don't know what are the dates, but I like this kind of innovative mind and always daring to go for things that have not been done yet. And that's why I really like his work, and especially the watches. The second one is Daniela Villegas. So she's based in Los Angeles, but from my understanding, she is Mexican. And what I love with her is most of the designers I'm going to show you have somehow a connection, a correlation with nature, with things that come from nature, animals, and all this. And Daniela Villegas is really what made me find out about her was the beetle collection. She made a collection of ring with beetles, and I just fell in love with it. I just love everything she does. It's colorful, it's well made, it's really original, it stands out, and it has this blueprint of inspired by nature and insects and animals. And I love what she does, and I would really recommend you to check out what she does because it's really one of a kind. The next one is Emanuela Duca. She was born in Italy, in Roma, and she's currently based in New York, and she started her brand in 2005. And the reason why I wanted to put her in my list is also for the people that want to launch their own jewelry lines and start crafting their own designs. I would really highly recommend you to go and check out her website because it's brilliant. It's really in my mind, what a website should look like when you want to show your pieces and sell them potentially. It's neat, it's clear, collection are really sorted out, it's coherent. And as you see, I've just picked this one because this is her kind of blueprint. She works a lot with reticulated metals, gold, silver, oxidized metal, oxidized silver, silver. And I like the rawness of her pieces, which makes it really unique and with her own blueprint. So I would also recommend you to check out her website. The next one is really dear to my heart. It's Émilie Shapiro. Émilie Shapiro. She's American, I believe. She's currently based in New York. And what I love with her is that I got her books, and that's how I got interested in her work as a jeweler, because everything is made out of lost wax with wax carving. And as you can see, I've also put there the book because she has published books about jewelry making, because she started off with another really dear to my heart designer, which is Pamela I love, and I will talk about her later. But Emily Shapiro has worked for Pamela Love, and that's how she kind of started to make like practice and get the skills. And then she went off to start and launch her own brand. And she got so many questions about how to make jewelry, and she started giving classes. And she was like, well, why not write a book? So she wrote a book about the basics of jewelry, another one how to market and sell your jewelry and pretty much establish your own brand. And the last one is about wax carving. I got the 3 of them. They're great. I highly recommend them. If you want to get them, go and get them. They're great. She was really able to put in the minimum amount of like pages, the maximum amount of information and of useful information you can use to craft your jewelry and know how to market it properly. And I like the designs that she makes too, because once again, very organic. She likes imperfection in pieces. She's not thriving for like perfection. She likes pieces to be raw and with faults in them sometimes, and I like that aspect, that it doesn't have to be perfect, yet it has to be with a good finish. So that's what I like with her. The next one, name butchering, I don't know how you pronounce that, Iron Neuwirth or Neuwirth, Worth, I don't know. However, she's American. I think she's an Angelino. She's based in Los Angeles. She founded her brand in 2000. She got recognition because she also won jewelry prizes for her creations. And what I love with her, and that's how I got to know her and find out about her work, she's specialized at the beginning when I found, like the first, I think one of the collections that made me really be like, wow, I love this, is that she works a lot with really fragile and delicate stones, especially like opals. And I really love everything she does. She always has a way. It's a bit like Victoire de Castellane. She can renew herself while still keeping it in the same spirit. And as you can see, I chose the lockets because I love lockets. And she made precious stones as turn out into lockets. And I love it. So if you want to check out what she does, it's pretty amazing too. It's more fine, refined pieces of jewelry, but there's really a kind of, she knows how to really make the colors work together. There's something about the color that always is a good, somehow she has a good eye for this. The next one, James Banks Designs. So this brand is based in Northern California. It was founded by Heidi Weiser, Fink, and Adam Schulman. What I like with them is that I saw on the website they tend to use more of recycled materials and metals, so I always think it's a good thing that when people, and especially designers, are really kind of responsive and receptive to this idea of being of sustainability. And I've picked for you the main pieces that are they're well known for: the butterflies necklaces that are just brilliant, gorgeous, and the bracelets that are actually, those are from the Code collection. And if you want to check more of that, just go on their website. I want one. If I had, of course, all the Jellywers I'm showing you, like if I could, of course, I would have a piece of each one of them. But I would say that this is definitely one of my top 5 like favorite jewels of all time. The bracelet on the top, so basically you need to have the code to open it, just like the name mentions, and I just love it. I find it smart. The craftsmanship is crazy. They like, for me, this is like the la crème de la crème, you know. And if I could, I would definitely own one bracelet from James Banks Designs, because it's really one of a kind and I absolutely love it. So here you go. If you want to gift me something one day, this is it. So the next one is Munia and Rumen. So this was founded in 2009 by Munia and Rumen. So those are their names. This is a couple that met in Brooklyn and that started crafting jewelry together. I believe that those are mostly made out of wax carving. And what I love with them is that I love first of all, the kind of inspired by nature themes. The pieces are just gorgeous. Like, there are little pieces of art. And I really like also the ethic that goes beyond the brand. because they donate annual profits to local charities, especially for animals. And I like this aspect also of creating and also generating, I guess, energy, which is money, to be able to help charities and stuff like that. I really like the vibe with them. I just like what they do, and I will definitely get something from them one day or the other, because I just absolutely adore all they do, all their crafts. Like the craftsmanship is great, and really the pieces are beautiful. I really want the swan ring one day, and so yeah, if you want to check out on their website what they do, I just absolutely adore everything they do. Next, Moritz Glick. So Moritz Glick originally he comes from Brazil, Belo Horizonte. I don't know how you pronounce that in Brazilian. I don't speak Brazilian. Horizonte. So he established his brand. He moved to New York and established his brand in New York City in '91. So it's been quite a long time. And what I love with Moritz Glick is, obviously, as you can see, very specific signature, high quality craftsmanship, and I just love it. I want I want it too. I want everything from him, what he does, and it's just so as you can see, what his blueprint is to capture encapsule diamonds or precious stones into, I guess, glass, or yeah, I think it's glass, and so it's moving, like the pieces are. I feel that they're alive, because it moves in it. I don't have to explain, but I just love the concept. This is brilliant. I love it. I love it very much. The next one, it's Parts of Four. So Parts of Four was founded in 2011 by Evan Sugarman. I don't know how you pronounce that. He's an Angelino. He's from Los Angeles. And the really interesting is that he has the main shop is in Paris, I think. And so it's what I love with them, as you can see, statement pieces, like you like it or not, like there's no in between, and I love it because of its rawness. Statement pieces, warrior jewelry, I love it. I will definitely buy some of their stuff too soon. I really want one piece from this because it's definitely the stuff I love. I'm pretty predictable when I know myself, talking to myself, but this is the type of thing I would definitely wear, and I love the fact that their motto for their brand is to create a jewelry that is ungendered and non-seasonal, so pretty much timeless pieces, and I love it. I just love it. The next one is Sophie Monet. So the reason why I put her in there is because she's the only artist I know I came across that works with wood. So I don't know if it requires a lot of skills to craft what she does, because I'm not working with wood. So I cannot talk on a kind of technical level, skill level. But I just love the kind of really LA vibe. I think she's American. She's based in Venice, in California, and it's really LA-ish, isn't it? Really minimalist, well thought. What I love is also her way to innovate. For instance, if you check out on the website, she made earrings with pearls. She worked with wooden bracelets with turquoise inlay in it. She's able to craft things that are pretty impressive, and I really like her brand too. I really like what she does. And last but not least, one of my favorites too, Spinelli Kilcullen. So Spinelli Kilcullen is a manufacturer, and the brand is based in Los Angeles. Yeah, all the brands I'm talking about, they're all in LA or New York. And so it was founded by Yves Spinelli in 2010. So Yves Spinelli was born in Hawaii, in Honolulu, and what I love with them is, once again, what I really love with them is that you don't really see it well there, but if you go on the website, you can check out, or even on their Instagram page. I love this jewelry because you can renew it every day and find a different way to wear it every day, and that's what I love. Ultimately, I find it's what's the hardest to do, to craft jewelry or even pieces of art that can make you feel that you're renewed every day, and he managed to do that because the rings are linked by small links, and you can wear them differently on your fingers. You don't have to only put it on one. You can it's hard to explain. It's better that you look at the picture. You can really put, like, for instance, four, like on four of your fingers, or you can really mix match. And I really think this is one of the cleverest designs that I've ever came across, because I love jewelry that you can put and change, and every day is a new day, and you can put it a different way. Like, you can really you can wear it in a different way every day, and I find this is pretty brilliant. So this is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this series. There's a bonus that's coming up next week with 4 of my favorite designers, like fave of faves of all time, and I will tell you why, because there's that I will go more in depth on why they made such a great impact on me wanting to become a designer. So voila, I think I've said everything I had to. I hope you had a nice time. If you know independent jewelers, please go ahead, shoot me an email, or just tell me about your favorite designers. Unfortunately, I was unable to find any French people in there, so if you know French designers that I don't, please go ahead, and I'll see you around for our next video. Bye bye.